We are live. We are live at the Midwest Formula One League. JC, how's it going, bud? I'm good, excited, very excited. Looking very much forward to getting into this. Oh my god, there we go. I'm good, JC. You think Canada's going to be your track tonight? Just waiting for, I think, at least one more driver to come on. Yo, you figured out the championship. No. Stop distracting me. I need to change the tier 2 race week. 9 from Canada. There we go. Hey, Real Penguin, how's it going, bud? I'll look into that, JC. Oh my god, that font is so small. 486 to 307. Oh, are you now, JC? Funny. I didn't know that's how that worked. Yeah, so Jacko, you can solidify it here. Stat was your other Australian counterpart, and he was looking at it. He was getting pretty close for a while there, but unfortunately, he is not able to race on Fridays anymore. But yeah, with the races left, that Mebbe was not there. Yeah, you should be able to. You've got a real good chance. Just got to get some points here tonight, and it's all yours. McLaren and Haas are still in a battle for a championship. Where announcement? You want it now? I can't give it. You don't even know Nikki, hey? Wow. Okay, so Quirk is really giving me the power here tonight. Pork, you let me know. You PM me or just send it in. When, but yeah, here we go. We're about to go live now. We're missing one driver, it seems. One Renault is suspense after the race. No, I'll do it after qualifying, after feature race. Okay. Oh yeah, sounds good, like you said, because we got a little bit of time in between. So yes, after the feature race, during the lull, as Porkshops has just said, I'll be announcing the news. Breaking news. But there is some news. If you didn't see the league announcements here, I can read off exactly word for word what was posted by, I don't know, some sort of handsome devil. Regarding Series 1, we have our first duo confirmation. Very exciting stuff. I've been told the team came to terms earlier this morning at that, and that cash money was involved. I wasn't told the exact sum, but I'm proud to announce that Stat and Crash McQueen Wait, that's me. Have come to terms on a new deal and will announce a new contract has been set for season 2. Whoa, let's go. Mebbe, you're a little bit late there, partner. But major news, it is true. Stat and Crash are back for season 2. I'm freaking amped. I know Stat's amped. Stat loved the idea of posting that up like we've come to some sort of contract agreements. And it was long. Let me be let me be clear, the contract agreements took quite a while. But yeah, Stat and Crash are back. Mosser, hey man. Good to see you. Oh, Nikki hitting the 2-month sub. Let's go. Oh, and Hannah, thank you for the follow a couple minutes ago. Much appreciated. There we go. We're going to go live here. Quickly, someone in chat, who do you want me to jump on board with? Should I go to... Yeah, we'll go Elma Jacko for right now. Scorency, hey man. How's it going? But yeah, right now the battle for top is Jacko and Mebbe. Jacko has said that his calculations have brought him to within a P6 finish in the feature race to bring home the championship for drivers tonight. We had a... Is this race for the Piston Cup? No, sorry. Can't stay, just want to... Good season, guys. See you around. Yeah, you as well, Brian. Thanks so much for being a part of the inaugural season for the Midwest F1 League. But we're heading down the casino straight. Oh yeah, what's donations? I've got a... Let me check that hotbar quick. But we're going into the casino straight here. With Jacko is just behind me, coming through championship corner, and Scavney actually overtakes. But Scavney's had a banger of a lap here. Not used to seeing him up that high off of qualifying, but he's put an absolute crazy lap. But I say that, and it's like I haven't even noticed that Mebbe has finished nearly a whole second ahead of Scavney for pole position. So there you go, Elma Jacko getting third. But yeah, Clog, let me check on that right quick here. I was on my own production crew as well. Commands. Follows Discord trophies. Yeah, okay. It's trophies. There you go. Boogity boogity boogie. That's Formula 1. But hey, Enrique, hey, good to see you, man. But there we go. We got Mebbe coming in nearly a full second ahead of his teammate Scavney in P2. He came and just drove his tail off today, with Elma Jacko coming 3, Random Series 4, Yolmir 5, ZGS 6, Monkey Mafia 7th, OG Northern and Canadian 8th, Narniel 9th, K-Dog 10th, JC 11th, Spaceman 12th, Super Ninas 13th, The Best Pawns 14th. Actually, all these are disqualifications. Going from Super Ninas, The Best Pawns, Nogator, C Freeman, the Tier, Pork Chops, and Asnick, unfortunately, all DNFing here. But yes, it is Penguin. We are going to get right into it here, but I'm not sure if you know much about the Friday night series. But Friday we do a 25% race, and then off of the resulting order from the finish, we flip the script and go whoever finishes 20th starts first in the sprint race. And the sprint race is just a simple 5-lapper, so that can get absolutely chaotic sometimes, and actually chaotic all the times, and it's absolutely extremely exciting, because we always see, unless one of the fast guys like Mebbe or even Narniel or Elma Jacko, if they crash out early or something, then they start first. Usually they just kind of run the 5-lapper, but most of the times they end up starting in the back and absolutely having to find themselves and maneuver through the field entirely. And we've seen some pretty crazy runs through the field, as we've had a couple of double podiums. Oh, I can't remember what my little slang word was for it, but yeah, it's kind of the same thing for normal F2, except with F2 in the result they only do 1 to 8, where this one we do 1 to 20, and we just flip the whole thing just for fun. but this is the Midwest F1 League Home Grand Prix. And we get 5 red lights here as you see 2 McLarens up on the front row. When was the last time you see that? And away we go in one. Mebbe gets a really good jump. Jacko actually against Gaffney there and overtakes for second before the first turn. Looks like Random Series jumped up a position or 2 there. Get down the order a little bit. We got Random Series, GS and OG Northern. You'll get a little bit of better luck. He'll actually jump on in the pink racing. He has a man who's gotten some terrible luck here. We got a yellow flag in sector 1. It looks like K-Dog, unfortunately, she's off, and then her teammate, Asnick, has also gotten down quite a few. But the conga line has commenced here. Looks like Super Nias is actually real tight up on the best pawns here, and the best pawns still is able to hold on. We see a couple of those drivers go off track a little. It looks like C3 Man went off, but he finds himself back on track. Noganator gets overtaken by Spaceman. Actually, they're going wheel to wheel here. Noganator gets pinched. Oh, and it looked like Tier the Tier broke a little bit late and hits the back wing of JC Blackley, and I think that was Spaceman who absolutely went real far into that turn. But JC's trying to get into the split screen of Freeman there as Asnick does a little bit of overtake on... Oh, both drivers not taking the best of racing lines there, but Asnick and Tier the Tier seem to be going at it. Yolmir looking for a pass on OG Northerner in turn 1. He does get the job done. Gets a little bit of a lockup too. Oh no, ZGS goes off. We're going to jump on board with him quickly and see where he finds himself back out. He's still in 8th on track. He's actually on his set of medium tire compounds here. Whoa, McCracker Jack hitting with with another subscription. Thanks, McCracker Jack, whoever you are. I've never met you in my life, but you're probably an alright feller. 21 viewers, PogChamp. Yeah, man, we capped out at 30 yesterday. OG Northern unfortunately picking up an early time penalty there. So that's going to hinder him as this race goes on, but 6th place for him as of right now. He's getting caught by Narnia a little bit, and Yolmir's driving away. He's getting off pretty well. Picks up 2 positions off the start. Looks like Noganator gets a little bit of an overtake over his teammate JC Blackley there as JC falls down the order. Must have had a really poor racing line into the hairpin there. Down into 14th now. He's got a little bit of work to do. Super Ninas picking up a penalty as well. He's actually into the pit, so he must have taken some sort of wing damage. But there you go, Narniel is making some real ground on OG Northerner there. Oh, JT's actually retired from the session. Huh. Oh, you see OG get a little bit loose and finds himself into the wall. Oh, we're going to jump on with Narniel here and see if we can see any wing damage. It looks like he's got a little bit of damage to the left side there. Not sure if that was taken... I'd imagine that was taken a little bit earlier as he hit the right side of his car there, so it wouldn't make sense how he got the left side. But yeah, I thank everyone in tonight here, as this is our second last week of Tier 2. If you weren't in last night, in Tier 1, we finished up our Season 1, as this tier is actually 1 week behind due to a Codemaster server lag. We got DR rest now. I'll get the rest of the lap data and telemetry up here. Be sure if you missed that race to go check it up on our YouTube channel. This is posted up there. Should be up there tonight. Maybe push there as you can see into the pits. The best Pawns gets a really good run out of the Wall of Champions. Got the inside line on Monkey Mafia here. Monkey sends it around the outside and is going to hold that inside line for the next turn. The best Pawns gets a little squirrely out of turn 1, but he's going to hold on to just position 8 with ZGS right on his tail and for trying to get into that top 8 as well. Scavney's actually keeping really good pace with Jacko as this race goes on here. Mebbe's kind of in his own world right now, 5 seconds ahead of Jacko. Beautiful dandelion, yes. We are a beautiful little flower here, but Jacko goes a little bit deep, and Scavney can get a good run out of the turn here, but it looks like Jacko's got the better traction. Scabney is just ahead of Random Serious here as these three cars are within a half a second. Yolmir was in the party as well, but he's somewhat fallen back a bit. Ninaz does have DRS, but that gap between him and ZGS for 9th place is too far gone. Noganator trying to battle his way back up into the top 10 after disqualifying through his qualifying lap, and it looks like the Best Pawns is going to go back at Monkey Mafia here as they're still wheel to wheel, and the Best Pawns is able to squeeze him out and hold on and grasp into the top 7 there. As on those Meteor Tower compound, he's going to start getting probably fairly even grip to those softs as of right now, and it's just going to get better and better for him as these laps go on. Check. OG Northern was first to blink for tires. And he's thrown on a set of mediums here as everyone else is still yet to pit, other than K-Dog, of course, after she had a little bit of a crash, it seemed, after turn 1. Oh, Scabney's gone off, actually. He went off at the hairpin, and that good start and good qualifying is all gone, as now he finds himself in 7th. Don't see much wing damage. Can't really tell as he's too far back right now. But now Random Serious is on the tail of Jacko, with me growing that gap between him and Jacko up to 7 seconds now through 6 laps. So he's really found some solid pace here early on. Narniel collecting a penalty. The Best Pawns looking to come at his Series 2 rival, I guess we could say, as they've had some little bit of battles down in Series 2 on the Wednesday night. Porkchop's picking up a penalty. Best Pawns getting a much better Sector 1 here and may be able to get some sort of lunge. No, but unfortunately he didn't get the best of runs. As we come into the chicane of turn 13 and 14, Scabney's actually brought himself right back into this battle here and gets a really good run out of 14 and has a wheel-to-wheel battle now. What are you... Crackerjack, what are you doing? Sorry, got a little bit distracted there. Best Pawns looking to come back at Narniel as Narniel's starting to lose a little bit of tire grip. You can see he doesn't have the same downforce. I was going to block some words, but I don't know. Oh my god. You just got to wait for the words to come up and then you can block it. Jeez. The Best Pawns looking at a run at Narniel now. Is this 7th lap going to be the magical lap where he can do the overtake on Narniel? OG Northern picking up another penalty here as the Canadian Grand Prix is... it can be a little bit unforgiving with... Oh, there we go. Narniel has actually opened the door for the Best Pawns now. But he gets a better run out of the hairpin of turn 17. The Best Pawns is going to have DRS. He's getting into that slipstream now, using that battery. He's going to opt for the outside line as Narniel goes to defend the inside. And Narniel is actually off into the pits. As is Scabney as well. So is Random Serious. So the two Racing Points are not into the pits here. They should be able to get a double stack. But Yolmir is now within a second on Jacko. Jacko is a very good defensive driver. Everyone ignore that. Yeah. Thanks for Crackerjack. Jesus, man. Oh, Yolmir misses his braking point. Now that gap between him and Jacko is going to open up a little bit. But using that battery to try and get back within close, he's still got a little bit of battery left for that Casino Straight here. Just under 6/10 here. I don't think that gap is close enough, but he's gaining. Now he's in the slipstream. He's getting some more speed here. but not enough, and they are actually both into the pits. We'll get on to the best pawns here and see what he opts to do. Oh, he is on the medium tire compound, so they're actually going to pit separate times. Yolmir, as you can see, picking up a 5-second penalty, so he's going to have to wait for his team to service his car, but he is already out, as that 5 seconds is up. Spaceman getting an overtake done on Monkey Mafia here, and he goes right into the pits. And then Monkey Mafia decides to kiss the wall of champions. No real harm done, and now penalties are getting tossed out left, right, and center as half the screen is taken up with that black and white rectangle. I want to say square, but it's a rectangle. Still yet to pit, though, is the best pawn ZGS and Asnik. Mebbe virtually had a free pit stop. That gap between him and Jacko for second place is... It's because of flag. Very true, yeah. It's around 8 seconds now. No, 10 seconds at least. Maybe almost 11 seconds now. That's my quick math. Yolmir may think about going into turn 1, Asnik actually kissing the wall of champions with his back right tire there. Not enough for Yolmir to charge and dive into turn 1. He's going to want to overtake Asnik pretty quick here, as Asnik is on some older tires, and Jacko should be able to just drive away from him, and Yolmir is going to want to keep pace with Jacko. He's going to want any chance, as that gap between Jacko and Asnik is just nearly above a second, where Asnik will lose DRS, and there you go, it is above a second. Will he get DRS? He just barely gets in the DRS detection. See, McCrackerjack, this is when you come in and then you ban him. Just get him out of here. Ooh, Asnik actually going real deep into the turn and leaves the door open for Yolmir, and Yolmir takes that and gets a really good run. And I don't believe, Asnik doesn't have DRS, so he's going to make a clean pass here. And actually, Random Serious is making some real ground. And he's got the inside line. I think Asnik... Oh, is he into the... No, he's still on... It looked like he made a last-minute decision to go in the pits. But no, he did not. And Scavney's coming back at Narniel, as Narniel gets an overtake down that casino straight into the wall of champions here. Scavney's got the inside line. Narniel sends it around the outside, and that turns back into the inside here. And Scavney's trying to hold on, but Narniel's got the cleaner racing line and has got 7th place as well. Scavney's got not giving up here today, so he's put out quite a solid drive off the start. Unfortunately, lost it in turn 17. Turn 10. There's not even 17 turns. Turn 10 there, the hairpin. Already 11 laps deep in this race. We've seen quite a bit of passing into that wall of champions and also into turn 1 as well. Are we going to see another one here? Scavney tries to come back at Narniel. Asnik and the best pawn still yet to pit. That gap between Mebbe and Jacko is now up above 15 seconds. So Mebe's virtually got this race in the bag. He's just got to hold on. There you go. You see the best pawns into the pit. Narniel trying to break the slipstream of Scavney there. Scavney doesn't look like he's got the batter to get this job done, as he's going to come right up to the tail of Narniel down into the run of turn 1 here. Takes a little bit of a wider line, tries to go for a little bit of a switchback. Ooh, opens himself up for the outside line, but unfortunately loses a little bit of traction there. Yolmir's still within a second of Jacko here, so he's still a good chance to be able to overtake for second place, but Jacko does not have any penalties here, so he's going to have to hope that Jacko runs into a little bit of trouble and gains a penalty to give himself back a chance. He can switch over to the penalties there, and actually Yolmir has 8 seconds worth of penalties, so that's not going to help him out one bit. That is bumping here. Thank you very much, guys. keeping me entertained and distracted during this race. Much appreciated. Looks like the best pawns, yes, he did get a move done on Narniel there, and he's going to look at taking a run at Scavney as well. Down through that long stretch as we come into the Wall of Champions, but that gap between the best pawns and Scavney just isn't close enough. Well, Shaq and Scavney's actually on, or best pawn, sorry, is on some brand new tires, and there you go. You see Asnick finally into the pits for a fresh set of softs. Scavney's going to have his hands full here trying to hold off the best pawns for the rest of this race here, with the best pawns being on such fresh tires. The one thing that he does have with him is he does have a 3-second time penalty, so that's in favor of Scavney. Best pawns has got to overtake and then make up a 3-second gap as well to actually hold on to 5th place. Okay. The best pawn gets a really good run out of turn 10. He's right in that slipstream, but he's actually out of battery power. Does Scavney have any? No, he does not. The best pawns should be able to get a clean overtake even before the Wall of Champions. Scavney's just going to hold on to a clean racing line. The best pawns cuts a little bit of that turn 13 there. Won't get DRS as this carries over from the DRS detection back in sector 2. Wee bit of a lockup into turn 1, but he's going to have to be content with 6th place as the best pawn should surely drive away here, and Yolmir is actually making up some real ground on Jacko now within a half a second, trying to get into 2nd position, but it may all be for naught as Jacko once again still has 0 penalties and Yolmir still with 8. Scavney's still pretty tight on the back of best pawns here. Best pawns going a little bit wide through turn 9. Not going off though, just kind of not having the proper racing line. Scavney's actually brought it back within 3/10. Trying to get a good run out of turn 10 through that little switch of 11. Through kind of a fake turn here of 12. It's not much of one, but it still counts as one. And I don't think Scavney is going to have the pace to catch up. The best pawns, and Narniel is actually hunting down Scavney as well. Noganade picking up another, or actually his first penalty of the day. Sorry, ZGS trying to hunt him down to get into 9th position. ZGS is actually on those fresh-ish set of softs. Them being 4 laps old, he's not going to have much tire wear left, and Yolmir picking up another penalty, so now 3rd place in this position in this race is really up for. Oh, ZGS actually gets a little too heavy on the throttle and loses traction, and that gap between him and Noganator jumps above a full second. And then don't look back, but now he's got Asnick right on his tail within a second, so ZGS is really going to have to work to try and get back within DRS detection, and I think he did get it there as we come through turn 10. 3 drivers here, 2 of them on the softs, the 1 in front on the mediums. Both these drivers are going to want to overtake Noganator real quick. But Asnick actually gets a much better run out of turn 10 here, and unfortunately ZGS also having DRS is going to have the same pace as Asnick, and unfortunately Asnick won't be able. Oh, I didn't see that. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, there you go. ZGS actually loses it there. The same corner as last lap. And now he's back in 11th place. And Asnick is now trying to hunt down Noganator with a lap to go. Actually, sorry, 2 laps ago. I didn't know Mebbe already crossed the finish line there. But Scavney's actually stayed within DRS range of the best pawns, so now he's really got about the same tire speed as the best pawns here, with the best pawns having 4-lap old softs, so those are starting to wear out a little bit, and Scavney having 8-lap old mediums. It seems, of course, as soon as I turn away there, Asnik gets an overtake done on Noganator for 9th place. Noganator is still in the top 10, actually has 1 less penalty than Asnik, so with 2 laps to go, he's just going to try and stay within 3 seconds, and he'll get 9th place back. But Monkey Mafia is actually looking to do a jump over his teammate as long as he stays within that 6-second range of Narniel, as he's got no penalties. Narniel has 2 3-second penalties. Back with Yolmir as he's still trying to overtake Jacko for 2nd place. Just not able to get close enough here. Looking at the run into the chicane of 13, now through 14, past the wall of champions. And if you remember from, I think it was just last year, early on in the year where Kevin Magnussen smoked that wall of champions. Oh, there you go. Jacko goes a little bit wide through turn 2 there, but not enough for Yolmir to come back at him. As Yolmir now on to lap 18 is still trying to find an opening to overtake. Looks like Scavney found an opening for a second there. But the best pawns closed the door. On the final lap here, as they just finished up Sector 1, the best pawns is just trying to hold on for dear life for 5th place, as Scavney is really trying to come back at him. Scavney's having a great tier today. Oh wow. There's a trip over my tongue again. Scavney's still within DRS range. This isn't going to be where he's going to come back at him. Maybe just trying to line him up for that last casino straight there. But there you go, Mebbe coming over 20 seconds ahead of Jacko for 1st place and gets the win done here in Montreal. Yolmir once again has got that large penalty and won't be able to do an overtake. May look at a little bit of a sprint to the finish line, but Jacko is going to hold on, and Yolmir will surely drop out of the top 3 with all those penalties. Scavney nearly overtaking the best pawns there, as we see some of the bottom of the field come over the line there. But yeah, Random Series did overtake, and Scavney did overtake the best pawns in the end as well. Monkey Mafia looks like he's within that time gap and does do the jump over his teammate. Noganator still ahead of ZGS, and it looks like Asnik actually dropped down into 11th there, and Super Ninas is the last to come over the line in the Renaults, but through starting with 13th there, tier in 13th, Spaceman 14th, Freeman 15th, Super Ninas into the wall a little bit for whatever reason. OG Northerner in 16th, K-Dog 17th, as after that crash in the first lap, she just wasn't able to make up that ground. And then Pork Chops coming over in 18th. Oh, that was a crazy crash. I did not see that between Ninas. Yeah, I just looked at it, JC. Yeah, that was pretty nuts, actually. Unfortunately, I wasn't on for that. My apologies. There's only so much that I can do. There you see Mebbe coming over with a smashing 20-second victory over Jacko, and I believe... Well, I can't... Oh, you're on controller, Pork Chops? Okay, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt just this once, though. But, I mean... Okay, quickly. Oh, there he goes, yeah. So, Mebbe, Jacko, Random Serious, Yolmir, Scavney, the best pawns, Monkey Mafia, Narniel, Noganator, ZGS, Asnik, Super Ninas, Tier, Spaceman, C Freeman, OG Northerner, K-Dog, Pork Chops, and then the one DNF of JC Blackley. Late notice my rig wasn't set up. All good, yeah. But while we have a little bit of time in between, I guess it says time for the announcement. the schedule for the Season 2 of Tier 1 Midwest F1 League Racing has been released to yours truly. We are going to be starting December 10th at Australia. So we're going to be kind of following, I guess, the actual F1 schedule in that regard, coming up in Australia right off the get-go here, going with Jacko and our boy Stats home track off the get-go. And then how much of this do you want me to release here? Do you want me to release the whole thing, Pork Chops? Yeah, exciting stuff. I know. December 10th, I have a dinner that day. Well, everyone has dinner that day, Enrique. What's so important about yours? All of it. All right, I'll bring it all. So we go December 10th at Australia. Then next week for week 2, we go Monaco. So that's going to be fun. Then we have that 2-week break, which is filled with a couple of exciting stuff that we have planned. We'll release more about that once we get into Season 2. Then back on January 7th, after that 2-week break, back in Canada as we are here today. Then the 14th in France, followed by the 21st in Australia, followed by the 28th in Bahrain. That's a fun track. Then we go into February in the 4th in Mexico, the 11th in China, the 16th in Baku, and the 25th in Russia. Then for March, we go to Zandvoort on the 4th, in Spain on the 11th. Then we have a break just there in case any crazy... This stream brought to you by Raid Shadowland. Oh my god. No, it's not. Then we have a break just in case we have any sort of Codemasters glitch or whatever. So we got that break just in case we can push the schedule back once. So we have a little bit of a buffer. Then with 4 weeks left in the season, at that point we have USA on the 25th, and then on the 1st of April we go Silverstone, 7th we go Brazil, and then the 15th we go Abu Dhabi. So we kind of go the way F1 does. We start in Australia and then finish in Abu Dhabi. No, actually, McCrackerjack, this stream is partnered with Rogue Company, so anytime that you are in need of a little bit of pick-me-up and some caffeinated fun, well, it doesn't always have to be caffeinated, but, you know, some, like, little bit of extra, you know, pep in your step, go get some Rogue Energy, and when you do, make sure you use that Midwest F1 League logo, or creator code. And then on top of that, if you have any extra coins laying around, be sure to send it our way so we can put it into the trophies for the league. As if you weren't here last night, Kenny came home with the Drivers' Championship win. Pork Chops, can I sneak into the race? Just maybe a little bit. Huh? Yeah, but Kenny came home with the Drivers' Championship win, and then Renault of the team of Cam and C. Barry come home with the Constructors' Championship win. So some very exciting stuff there. Really want to get into this race here. Oh, and Pork Chops drops it already. Yeah, boy, might have. Just got. You still got another race in a bit there, the Best Pawns. I think you're well on your way to coming up into the big boys here. We're just waiting to get into this. First 3 races grow second. Oh, there we go. Just waiting for the grid to get set up here so we can jump into our scraps race. Should I switch into the Renault? Should I switch into the Renault? Should I switch into the Renault? Someone egg me on. Someone egg me on. I'll do it. No, I won't do it. I won't do it. No one? No one's gonna egg me on to do it? Fine. I'll be here to commentate then. You guys don't want to see me race anyway. You just want to hear me talk about other everyone else race. Next week, I'm gonna jump in if there's an open spot. 100%. I have to. It's the last race. Who cares? Who cares, right? Well, JC, hopefully you did do it right there, bud. But we are here for our 5-lap scraps race. If you haven't seen this before, it just gets absolutely chaotic. Oh, thanks for Cracker Jack, much appreciated. If you haven't seen this before, it gets absolutely chaotic. We'll just say what that word is. That one's an easier word to pronounce. So you're going to see JC Blackley start up at the top of the grid. You're going to see me all the way in the back, as is Jacko. It's just absolute awesome chaos, Real Penguin. Just simple as that. Go back to race week 1 where I was in Austria, and I was in absolute shock the entire session as it was going on. Come on, Monkey, you got it tonight, dude. You're gonna have a good race, I believe, Monkey Mafia. Come on, let's pump up Monkey Mafia a little bit here, guys. Get in the chat. Pump them up in the chat. Let's go. Monkey Mafia's coming home with the podium. Chaotic. Chaotic. There we go. You see JC Blackley followed by Porkchops on his controller. Let's see how good he can hold on to it today. But JC seems to get a better start, and OG Northern actually going around the outside. And what the heck was that? C. Freeman absolutely sends it, and we have absolute chaos in the first turn here. JC's turned the wrong way, and what just happened? I think someone got a little bit too excited into turn 1 there and crashed half of the field, but the top half is still underway, and Porkchops is out onto a lead off the get-go here. Jacko actually jumps all the way up into 7th place, but he does have a time penalty here. 11 positions off the start. It's all dependent if your front wing is still intact here, as OG Northern is going to try and come back. And no, I don't think we're going to get a safety car. I mean, I'm saying I don't think we even get a safety car with a 5-lapper here, but Jacko is making moves and has already overtaken Spaceman as well. Porkchop slows up a little bit too much for turn 13. That opens the door for OG Northern right in the slipstream here. Cuts to the inside line. He's going to outbrake him. Porkchops is going to send it around the outside. He does give him enough room, and OG forces him into an improper racing line. He's going to jump into first place now. As they come back in through that secondary chicane of turn 3 and 4. Porkchops is still in behind OG Northern and is having troubles finding his break points here. Watch out for Jacko as Asnick actually overtakes Porkchops, as is Jacko now. As he's up 15 places from start, OG Northern, you can see, missing his braking point as well, and now he's going to have to deal with Asnick here. And now Asnick's going to come right at OG Northern. We got a yellow flag, and is that Porkchops? Yeah, that's Porkchops off. Unfortunately, he'll jump right back up on Asnick, though, as he's going to try and mount a charge on OG into the chicane before the wall of champions here, but OG goes to defend. Asnick doesn't have the line to do so, but he's going to have DRS once he crosses the line. Going into lap 3, Asnick getting the quickest lap in the race so far. And Jacko actually must have been caught up in something as well, as he's all the way down into 8th. Noganator has moved up 8 positions, is into 3rd. I believe this is an all-Canadian. I may be wrong. Asnick may be American, but this may be an all-Canadian podium right now. Oh, JC seems to have gotten a penalty as well. OG finding a little bit hard to hold on to his proper racing line through that chicane here, but he's still going to hold on to first place. Asnick trying to find the ability to get into first place here. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2, maybe in a collision back there. OG still holding on to first, but DRS is open for Asnick now. He's got a really good run on OG, and he's going to get the job done. Let's get the rest of my cheat sheets up there. And Asnick will also have DRS through this second DRS section here, and Spaceman is off back at sector 2 and is out of this race as he must have crashed out. You see Mebbe taking the fastest lap there as he's in 5th place now, trying to hunt down Yolmir. Oh, and OG unfortunately picking up a 2-second time penalty for going off, so he's going to really have to make up some ground to take first place. But Asnick right now is holding on to first. C. Freeman retires in the pits, it seems. Now Noganator's looking to come at OG Northerner here. You can see the tail of that Aston Martin real close, and Noganator unfortunately takes an off racing line. Now he's got Yolmir right behind him. Got a yellow flag in sector 1 there. Yolmir gets a little bit of a lockup. He's right back on Noganator, trying to get into that podium. We've got one full lap to go here. Yolmir is actually on the outside of Noganator as they... Ooh, looks like Noganator kind of just opted out of the battle and leaving enough room for both the drivers there. And Mebbe actually looking to get an overtake on Yolmir as well. Yolmir trying to send it around the outside, but Mebbe takes that turn far better and holds into 3rd place. And he's got one full lap to try and catch Asnick. Oh, and he picks up a 2-second time penalty, so not what you want to see. That's going to really hurt him here. So Noganator's just got to stay within 2 seconds of Mebbe to overtake, possibly onto a podium position, but he's got a lot of work here to do as that gap between him and me was already over 2 seconds. OG already with the penalty, and Jacko actually sending it around the outside on Noganator. Noganator now down into 7th place. It looks like Mebbe is going to get the job done on OG Northern, and now Mebbe's going to have DRS coming into that final straight stretch, but is completely out of battery power. And we might have a drag race for the finish here as Mebbe's making up ground real quick on Asnick, trying to take as clean of a racing line through 13 and 14 here, and it looks like Asnick's going to actually hold off just barely. Actually, before the penalty, it was only 0.03 of a second, and Mebbe actually will still hold on for 3rd place. OG Northern in 1st, Random Serious in 5th. Yolmir actually gets 2nd after all that was done. Monkey Mafia in 6th, Scabney 7th, Jacko in 8th, Noganator 9th, Super Ninas 10th, JC 11th, ZGS 12th, K-Dog, she's going to come over in 13th, not the Canadian Grand Prix she was hoping for today. The Best Pawns is going to take 14th, unless any crazy penalties. Narniel in the Haas looks like he's going to take 15th. Oh, as he decides to get a little bit of the wall in the end too. Pork Chops in 16th, and Tier the Tier is going to finish up in 17th. Now, now, I'm sure I wasn't the only one who saw that absolute missile launch into first turn there, so we're going to have to see what is going to be done by the stewards there, as I'm sure there's going to be plenty of drivers who are going to be very aggravated from that situation. So stay tuned on our Twitter page and see what is to happen. Speaking of our Twitter page, I'm just posting up right now an awesome photo that C. Barry was able to take during the race yesterday, so be sure to check that out as that's going up on the Twitter page right now. Really cool stuff. But JC, yeah, you kind of got screwed over there, bud. Unfortunate stuff, but exciting stuff. It is what it is. Not everyone's going to be happy. Oh, so you clipped it? Oh, you actually clipped that. Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks, Real Penguin. That'll come in handy. But as the race finished, we got Asnick in first, Yolmir in second, me rounding out the podium as he goes a double podium today. First in the first race, third in the second race. OG Northerner first, Random Series fifth, Monkey Mafia sixth, Scabney seventh, Elma Jacko eighth, Nogadainer in ninth, Super Neenass in 10th, and Asnick is not Canadian, so just good. ZGS 12th, K-Dog 13th, The Best Palms 14th, Narniel 15th, Pork Chop 16th, Tier the Tier 17th, and then 2 DNFs in Freeman and Spaceman. As McCracker Jack's posting in the clip of the first turn, so there's gonna be some penalties to be handed out, to say the least. So we're gonna have to see what happens there. But as I said, yeah, we'll update you exactly what's going on through the Twitter page. Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. It happened. So I mean, nothing left to be done here. But yeah, that's it for me tonight. And for the weekend. Thank you very much for joining us on our Wednesday, Thursday, Friday sessions of the Midwest F1 League. We are it for the year for Wednesday and Thursday, but we'll still be back for Friday next week, as it is the 20th today. So we just got our Wednesday night. Actually, we're going live with our Turkey Bash, so be sure to tune in for that. That's going to be absolute chaos. It's going to be what Freeman did there, but without any rules, and it's actually being encouraged and not frowned upon. So be sure to check that out. That's going to be very exciting, very, very exciting. And then, like I said, we'll be back with this Tier 2 league next week. Thanks for coming in once again, the Real CB. Much appreciated. Always good having you in here. But yeah, we'll be back in. Yeah, we're just going to be going Wednesday and Friday. I don't think we have anything planned for Thursday. If not, if we do, then I will make sure to tell you on the Wednesday, so you can be sure to tune in for that as well. But other than that, I think that's it. Congratulations once again to Elma Jacko, as he, I believe, clinches the driver's title. As for constructors, I believe that's still very much up for grab. McLaren's had a pretty solid day today here, so we'll see how that really affects those two standings. But like I said, congratulations to Elma Jacko. He's going to be moving up to Series 1 next year, so very much looking forward to having him in there. As you can see, he's a very solid and consistent driver, and he's going to have to get up with the big boys. He's battled there quite a few times, but we're going to see if he can do it for the whole year. But like I said, our schedule has been released, so we will be seeing you for Tier 1 action December 10th in Australia, so very exciting stuff. We'll be seeing you on Wednesday, and that'll be it for me. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night.